I thought you were on holiday, Bosco.
Not me, just Kevin. Come on, not for me.
We'll see how many turn up.
I don't know.
We make it short, there's nothing we can. Apart from getting that thing signed by everybody, I don't think there's anything urgent, is there?
I'm hoping that another member will sign it so we can have it over the line. We need one.
Yeah, we need to convert. Ada's not looking too bad at them. It's almost 20.
Yeah, it's kind of
move.
But I don't know why all of a sudden we don't have enough Christian signed. So Christian signed, but I don't know what about others. So let's see. Well, I'm hoping really that somebody will join somebody else.
Well, Alexander, that's it. All right, you're in trouble, Alexander.
Okay. Hello as well.
You will be. Welcome back. Do you have a nice break?
Thank you. Yes, indeed.
Good.
That's good.
So,
go ahead.
Christian's going to go and edit the doc. Last week. Oh, actually, we probably should start, and then we'll come up to it. And another one that can sign the document. Good.
Hello.
Because I think that's the main item today, isn't it? If we get that signed, we can get the money converted for the purposes.
Yeah, we have Leandros, we have Alexander, so we might be able
to re-find it.
We got Martin. We're Corvette.
Martin already approved. So
I know, but as a meeting, we're Corvette.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you are. I suppose we can begin.
My apologies in advance. I got to drop in 20 minutes. Apparently, Filecoin moved their core devs called monthly on Wednesdays now. So, yeah, fun. Anyway, over to you, Bosco.
Okay, I will share the screen. Just give me a sec. Okay.
We should just say it's the 5th of August. We're Corvette, and we're off.
This is the agenda that I was able to collect based on the various comments in the past few days. So this is, I don't know whether it's realistic or not, whether you can all discuss these things or not. So
can I suggest we move the technical committee steering budget action to directly after the actions from the last meeting, please? Just move it up.
Yeah, no worries.
Because that's the thing we want. That's the important thing. If we've got 20 minutes, that's what we need to get done.
We can even start with that one. I don't know. Your call, guys. So, well,
skip the recap and go straight into that one.
Okay. So, technical steering committee action, technical steering committee budget. So there is nothing there. Nothing there. Other than there is a document drafted that I use Claude or ChatGPT, I don't remember, to structure it, but I went through it and it looked fine based on our conversation. So most of you, 5 of you already approved, and in order to have those budget allocations actioned, we need one more vote. And out of the people that we have on this call, we could potentially have Alexander and Leandros. So I can share this.
Under Alonso?
Alonso is also on the call.
Yep.
Oh, great. So most of you can then, okay, I'm sharing this document right now in the chat. I can even share it on screen.
Does anybody want to recap of what was voted on last week so they know what they're doing? Are you happy?
That would be nice.
It would be nice. Okay, open up the doc. We had a chat last week, Alex. It went like this. The budget action was approved. We were then asked what bits we wanted to have converted into dollars now, into a stable coin, effectively, which bits we want to leave floating as ADA, right? and the decision was to take those things that we're going to have to pay out in USD and convert them now. And that document, which is at the link, which is also in the TSC meeting Slack, was the result of that. Okay.
There's this document in the chat now. I can open it and share it on screen if you want to.
Yeah, open, share it on screen, I suggest, quickly.
Just give me a sec.
So the decision, Alex, was to take those things that we were going to have to pay out in dollars and de-risk them, right? And the things we're going to pay out in ADA, leave them as ADA. The idea was and I believe, Bosco, you and Kevin had a chat with the SIP editors.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah.
And they agreed to be paid in ADA.
Yes.
Okay, right. So we didn't just do this with
Blind faith.
Yeah, we didn't just impose this. We have done some questioning. So
Cool.
this was
Yeah,
it.
sounds good.
So it was, which ones are the ones we could pay in dollar? It's basically the technical expert attendance and the commissioning of technical reports. Yes.
Yes. That was the discussed part.
And so scroll down a bit slowly.
Yes. Sure. Sorry.
This was it. So this is where we recorded the budget line, what we were going to do. Scroll back up slightly so you can see that we recorded for the first one, technical expert attendance, right? Scroll down a bit so you can see the text. That's it. Budget line denominated in ADA, right? So we're going to do that one in ADA. Move the next one down. Budget line denominated in ADA, and in USD, sorry. And then the budget, then the next one's in ADA, then the SIP editors is in ADA, etc. Okay.
Yes.
That's how the decisions were made, right? And then we'll scroll down to the bottom. The vote, there's the votes, and we need Christian to tidy up his vote slightly. But if Alex, you could also vote, and Alonso, then we have got Intersect will then have the authority to perform the transactions.
After our sign off.
Well, the point is, once
Or
the
can we see or have a look at the specific transactions and payments that are made? I suppose these are just conversions now to secure them.
Intersect owns the budget, is managing the budgets, the budget line out of the contract, right? And basically, we are asking them to convert of that budget line sufficient ADA to cover the first two items.
Okay.
Into their stable coin of choice, which is apparently USDM.
I don't think it will be USDM. It will be USDCX, perhaps.
Okay. Well, as I said, stable coin of choice. I did so. Yeah.
When is decided how much a SIP editor gets?
No,
For example, just to pick an item.
No, that hasn't been decided. But what was decided was to do the budgetary conversion. That's all we've done here is the conversion.
Yeah, clear. Then I'm good.
For SIP editors, we still need to prepare the contract, and it is up to. I need to check the exact numbers because I don't want to mix them up.
Thank you.
SIP editors, yeah, up to basically up to 2 SIP editors. As part of the proposal, it was said $4,000 per person.
But they wanted to be paid in ADA.
Yes, they're okay. I mean, single person right now is going to be paid in ADA, which is Robert, the SIP editor. Ryan doesn't want to take any money, and Thomas Velakov from IO is covered from IO. So right now, Robert said that he would try to find another SIP editor, because currently there are only 3, and it would be great if there are more anyways. So right now, only Robert would be paid.
Where do I see an overview of how much dollar we have and how much ADA we have left?
We don't have that. We don't have that yet because we haven't converted any ADA to dollars yet.
After this document is executed?
Then basically we will have an account which we can then ask. There will be an account we can go and ask Intersect about. Currently, there's no account set up.
Okay. But in terms of percentage, how much of our whole withdrawal is now in USD
Well, it will be
after it's executed?
basically it'll be oh god, 256,000 out of 1193. If I can do my arithmetic test, the first two lines. If you want a fraction, sorry, no. I'm going to get my trusty pocket calculator. My trusty pocket calculator. So it's 96,000. No, that's not going to be the way it works out. Is
No,
it?
these are the same numbers, 96 and 24.
Yeah, that's right. So it will depend on the conversion rate, right? Of the days. We will not know until.
So what I'm aiming at with this question is how much exposure do we have after we execute this document? How much ADA is left approximately after we've secured or hedged our
right,
payments?
You've got it. We did the calculation last week, but not to jinx it, the prices have changed in our favor this week. It depends on what exactly the conversion rate, right? It's currently 19 cents to the dollar. Okay. So somebody got a pencil.
Tex, do you want to add anything to this? Because I see your hand raised for a while. So
yeah, we got to be really clear about what's happening, and then there's a follow through to when it happens. So just to be extremely frank, and I recognize this is not going to be popular, once you make a decision, there is anywhere from 7 to 10 calendar days before something is processed. That is very long. It can be classified in whichever way you like it. I'm going to keep my words limited here. But just if there's something that you guys are wanting to move into a fiat currency, there's a couple of stages of agreement, and so I just need to know what that is and push it. So,
Alex, are you asking for certainty or just asking for an indication?
I think I understood the table now. We keep the parameter committee, the SIP editors, the Hartford working group, and the independent technical review denominated in ADA.
Yep.
Which means the sum of whatever is this. You can see the marking, yes?
Yeah, but the point is the first two, right?
They are
not.
USD.
They're going to be more than that in ADA because of the current price.
Yeah, that's okay. So but we're aiming. Okay, then I understood. Yeah, all good. What I wanted to know is how much of our total withdrawal in percent about are we selling, and it depends on the price, of course.
Yeah.
But this answers it.
That answers it. Okay.
60,000, and then this is the rest somewhat. 60 of 300. It's like 20%.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Tex.
yeah. Are the work packages in order, or will they all be active at the same time?
What do you mean by in the sense that
Like the work packages will be worked concurrently?
Yeah, these are budget headings. They're not work packages. So basically, these are things that will be drawn down against as budgets because they're people. They're not units of work.
Right. So the question is, assuming all of these are active at the same time, right? Of the first drawdown that you have, how much? Like there's another table that goes to after this. If they're all active at the same time and your guys' first disbursement is, we'll just call it 500,000 ADA, right? There's roughly 80 or 75,000 ADA that's going to each of these different categories here, right? Maybe that's a lot. Maybe that's, not enough. Maybe more goes to one than the other.
No,
that's a factor as well.
What we agreed with Jack last week verbally, well, when he was here, is that they would literally convert that amount of ADA to dollars. They would convert ADA to dollars at the rate they could get, and we would have, as a budget line, stored away safely by Intersect somewhere, the $60,000 for the first two. Right? We have not talked about drawing down the money on anything else. None of this is actually a drawdown. This is only a conversion.
So okay. The basically earmarking funds with CDH. Okay.
Yeah, that's all we're doing, right? Basically, what we're doing is hedging. We're hedging the fact that we can always pay for the technical reports and the travel. That was basically what we hedged. We're being asked to hedge. That's what we're hedging, right? That does mean there'll be less ADA than is written here, right? Because actually, by probably about 20% less than we expect, because of that was written at 24, and we're likely to get 19 or something, right? 18, 19, with our fingers crossed. So none of this is about actual work being done yet. It is purely about hedging.
Understood. Yeah, I just hadn't been through. This hasn't made it through finance yet, so that's what I was trying to keep my head straight on.
Well, yeah.
Not yet.
We're assuming that the agreement. I am making the assumption that Jack has the authority that he expressed last week to make a deal with us. Okay?
That's a grand assumption because there's a lot of
No.
process.
No.
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying.
Tech, if it turns out that's not an assumption, that if he acted beyond his powers, he should be sacked. If it doesn't happen, what I'm trying to say is, when you run these things, look, I've run large scale committees. If Jack acted like that, and someone takes either he's allowed to act like that, which would be absolutely reasonable given he's the CEO, right? All we're doing here is hedging. We're telling you what to hedge, please. We're taking the risk on the hedging. That was the thing that was made clear last week, right? And if you're going to tell me, we can revise this and you can pull the rug out from under my feet, I am going to go absolutely ballistic, because we have to start bloody making agreements and sticking with them, right? If Intersect, right? Sorry, I get annoyed by this. Alonso.
Thank you. What was the context for the Jack thing last week? Was there like a private meeting?
No, Jack turned up. It's in the minutes. Jack was present during the whole of this, and he drove this need for us to make a decision as to go for USD or ADA.
Got it. Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure I was following.
Yeah. Basically, he asked us what we wanted. It started off, do you want it all in ADA? Do you want it all in USD? And the thing we came to the conclusion of is that things that we were going to pay out in dollars, like travel, things that are in fiat-ish, people on technical reports which are fiat-ish, right? We'd go into fiat now, straight away. That was the decision. Yeah, and Bosco's nodding, right? I'm not making this up. I'm trying to represent accurately what was said last week, but it's all in the minutes.
And it was also discussed with Matt and Kevin.
Yes.
Same thing. So this is how this. I mean, if this wasn't discussed last week, we wouldn't be having this document right now. This document is a consequence of the discussion last week.
And to put it to the vote was actually agreed last week, and hence, right?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
And so, anyway, I think just looking at the document, I don't want to dismiss anybody's comments, so we have an approval. Right?
Yeah,
so,
Chris, do you give Bosco the right to make yours, to remove the other two boxes for yours? He is not rejecting it. No. He's
okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask what the edit was that was needed. Y'all feel free to do that. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's exactly, Bosco, what you shouldn't. That's it. Right. Good.
That's fine. I approve on this call.
It begins with A. It's all good. Okay, Ryan will be off. He pardoned himself for a while. Ryan Wiley,
That's-
and then Yudai is not here. Sengyon is long
But
gone.
we now have 70%.
Yeah, I'm,
The thing we were trying to be very, very strict about this is money. We have to be seen to do it
top
in
of
a
it.
proper fashion, okay, to the outside world. I think we have.
yeah. Okay, so the next step will be the next first important step will be to
So-
chase the fiat.
So Bosco, what
Yes.
I think what you are now allowed to do is to say to Matt Davis, I assume, and to Jack,
Yeah, I will chase this.
you will
Okay.
say it's approved. Go for it.
Yeah, we have the good reference. So it is in the document, it will be in the minutes, everything is approved. So I'm saying this for Gemini, so he can approve.
Okay.
That's good. And that also unlocks the ability to start preparing the contract and
Alonso,
milestones for CP editors, which will also be put to the
Alonso,
agenda next
you
week.
can't do what you just did. You
Okay.
need to undo it, mate.
I can't. It looks bad.
I know it looks bad, but I'm just saying the line that Kevin's line is Kevin's line, right?
Okay.
If anybody else changes Kevin's line, then that makes the whole process right. Right, which is why I deliberately asked Christian on the meeting, could Bosco edit it for him, right? I'm just trying to be really squeaky clean here that we have an audit trail, right? And I do agree it looks bad, and we can tell him off when he comes back from holiday, right?
Yeah, Kevin's always been backwards on it.
That's fine. I just like consistency and standards.
I realize that, but each one of those lines is a signature line now, not something anyone else could adjust.
I got you.
I also have to drop, so
Right.
I'll hand the reins over to Bosco.
Okay. Well,
Thank
Bosco,
you.
you're in charge.
Okay.
Done.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Christian. Okay. Sorry,
What?
guys.
That's
This
what
is
we wanted to achieve today. What else do we want to do then? Go over the minutes to the last one?
Really depends how motivated you are. Just give me a second. Just to have a quick glance, because I was just trying to help Christian preparing the agenda as Kevin was not here. Actions from the last meeting. Do you want to go over that? I can go quickly.
Go on.
This was done. Obviously, this we didn't have Christian, but we had that meeting.
So for the minutes, right? The first item was done. The second
Yes.
item,
Was done, but Christian wasn't there. He didn't respond to the messages, if I'm not mistaken, so he wasn't able to be added to the Discord channel. So we had a meeting, Kevin and me, with Robert and Thomas from the CP editor group.
so we're saying it's complete then. Item 2 is
Yeah.
complete.
Jeff shared the file, but it's the Word Microsoft Word file. That file, that plan is also translated into that Dijkstra phase rollout plan, so we can come to that
So
in a minute.
did he actually share the detailed project plan link?
He did share it as an attachment in an email. So I can reference that one. I have it uploaded to my drive, and
Okay.
those changes are also reflected in that product committee phase rollout plan.
So does the
Nice.
TSC have access to it?
Yeah, to the plan that Jeff shared, or to that.
No, what I'm trying to say is
committee
Jeff was said there's a dashboard, right? And
he
was
gave
gonna
a
share
hint.
link to that dashboard so that we could track how things were going.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So if I think we need to solve this out with Jeff. So in that Word document, there is a link to that, but I didn't get it working. I don't have the right permission. So yeah, that's
Right.
a bit.
So he has shared the link, but not so. So we need to get back to Jeff and say it doesn't work, mate. Okay.
We will have access. I will share access later for that document itself, but the link in that document is not widely accessible, which is what I'm going to chase with Jeff to get us.
Because the point
approved.
was so we could track. and we could see things.
I
And
want to do that as well, even though I'm not the
Yes.
technical steering committee, because I'm the hard fork reviewer. So that's for sure. Okay. Jeff provide a finalized spreadsheet by the end of the week, listing all in scope. Yeah, that's in that document, so I will share it.
okay,
Maintain a living QA response with the TSC. Okay.
could you therefore,
Yeah.
Bosco, could you therefore, in the TSC private channel,
Yes.
could you share those details with the TSC private channel with appropriate headlines saying it's this is covering off this one, this is covering off this action? Because you may have it, we don't.
Yeah. Absolutely agree. And I want to keep it. That's a good point. I want to keep it restricted to the TSC members at the moment because
That's what it
don't.
should be.
It's an IO plan, so I don't want to reference it that much publicly right now.
I would agree. It should be in the TSC, the more secure one.
Okay, and yeah, you will see in that document that they are advocating for good communication with TSC, meaning good and quick questions, answers going on. So that's going to be probably one of the challenges because no matter all the good intent from all sides, it can be delayed. So this is going to be a friction point at some point.
Well, I think there's the point. The point is people can only be responsible for the things that are under their domain of control, right? And that's basically, we can only do what the community allows us, votes for, and moves forward. And IOG can only deliver things that basically they are completed. So yeah, we'll find out.
For this one, Kevin, Jeff, and product committee alignment meeting, I suppose that thing happened because it happened. It should have happened last week after the TSC call. I don't have a confirmation.
Well, let's just say that, but let's add to the fact that we'll get a confirmation as to what happened when Kevin returns. How's that?
Yes, I can also say that this alignment. I've asked Sam because he was putting these changes into that Dijkstra page under product committee, and they should be reflected. There was a PR being raised from Carlos, who actually made that plan on our side, and that's what Sam urged. But I would like
Okay, you'd like to
official
have,
confirmation.
let's have some tracking as to what, so we
Yeah,
can follow this
and
to get to that.
Also want to add that rollout plan page is now going to be moved from product committee to the Cardano upgrades space, which is basically part of the TSC and reports to TSC because this is in TSC area right now. And okay, Christian took over. Okay, that's it. The last one is also completed. Okay, I'm moving on to the agenda. So you guys are smarter than me, so you will know whether some of these things will be discussed or not. So I've added this one, but basically this one was discussed last week. And I think what we need right now, what you also need is that document being shared in the respective Slack channel so you can actually see where we are with that communication and see where we need to speed up, if we can. That's it. Can I move on? You just tell me and I move on easily. Okay. Maple cost. I think this one was submitted, right? So I can check how does it stand right now. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it got submitted.
Yeah, it is right now at 12% of the reps and 1% on SPOs, which is going to be, and it expires in roughly a few weeks, so for September. So as usual, at the beginning, it's a bit slow. So that's it. I don't have anything to add. If you have anything to add, guys, let me know.
I think we will run into a similar problem like last time, where SPOs need to be activated to vote on this.
So will it be both of us again, Alex?
Yeah.
Chasing them. Okay. When is the next?
Can start earlier this time.
Can I make a suggestion?
Always.
Track it through this. Put some URLs to the to the management, to the actions in this stuff. Put in the fact that on this date it was this and this, right? Get some information in there. Get some more information in there, right? So that we can instead of us, oh, how is it going? Every week we just say this is how it's gone, and then that can then say, and then the date we have to get it done by can all be recorded in there. Okay.
Sorry. And
I hate all these
1.5.
tools. If we're gonna use them, let's put information in there.
I don't mind. It's actually good, but I think some of these tools actually have those trends visible. So, but I would need to check. Okay,
Good.
that's fine. I suppose. When is the next meeting of the parameter subcommittee or committee, Alex? Next week or this week?
Next week?
Okay.
It's 2 weeks. It's only
2 weeks from now, Neil?
It's every 3 weeks, and it was last week, so it must be
Okay,
2 weeks.
thank you.
Time.
I wasn't around yet.
Okay, so there is an action item on Carlos from the Hard Fork Working Group called that he would need to attend the next meeting, and I was just asking whether it's this week or next week. Okay. Okay, this is something that Marcin wanted to put here on topic, so that's why I did it. So Marcin, it's your turn.
Okay, yeah. So not too long ago, Cardano node got support of SRV records. We also made a SIP. It's, I think, SIP 155, where we described how SRV record shall be used across the ecosystem. And the current release of Cardano node includes a new node for Mistral, which is called DMQ node. And DMQ node follows the SIP, the specification how SRV are used. It allows to build a network out of what is registered in the ledger. The same way that Cardano node is building its connections out of the ledger, its outbound connections out of the ledger, plus peer sharing, which I'm ignoring right now. This mechanism, when we actually first developed it for Cardano node, was a big milestone because it allowed SPOs to rely on Cardano node discovering other nodes by itself, rather than being configured locally by a special service that was run by one of the SPOs, and piece of centralized logic that we avoided back then. So that was a big step for Cardano node. And this is because the DMQ node is using exactly the same diffusion mechanism. It's entering there right now. And the call is here to ask SPOs to review their certificates and resubmit them if needed, to be compliant with the SIP 155. And this will allow the DMQ node to discover other DMQ nodes which are on the network, and yeah, and having really robust solution for Mistral. Yeah, so I just wanted to make this.
So this is an ask.
Oh.
This is an ask for us to publicize the fact that they should update their record.
Exactly.
That's the top level ask.
That's
And
the
yeah, if you don't know what SRV records are, I can give you an explanation. Do people want to know what SRV records are?
I'd
No.
like to.
Sorry?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Well, okay, so the DNS consists of various types of record types, right? So, for example, if you're looking up a name and you look it up with an A as a record type, you get back the IPv4 address. Okay, so it converts names into addresses. But one of the things it can do through these SRV records is it will convert names into a ordered list, and the ordering is in 2 dimensions. One is a precedence ordering, which is use these ones first, and then if they all fail, go and use these ones, right? And the other ordering is use this one 10 times more, or twice as often as this one. Okay, when you come to resolve the names of the addresses. So it is a way of getting some level of address resolution. What am I looking for? Robustness and resilience, as well as load sharing.
and also quite importantly, it's when you resolve through this SRV record, you get a domain name or IP address together with a port number. It gives you really the point of service to which you can connect.
Yeah, so this gets you past the fixed port problem as well.
Yes. So the advantage for SPOs to actually use SRV records over IP addresses or domain names is that they would need to specify the name for the SRV query in their registration. That's go into the chain. Once that's done, they do not need to modify it whenever they want to redeploy on different IP addresses or even use different domain names registered under this SRV thing. So it gives like cleaner maintenance for SPOs.
It gives you a late binding effectively. You can use the names, and you can use the DNS to do late binding, which can be changed on the fly.
And then the SIP 155 uses another thing that the SRV allows you to do. It has this kind of prefixes where we actually use particular prefix for Cardano nodes and another one for Mistral nodes. And if there be future other extensions that requires running a node along Cardano node, that can be added. There is a process suggested in the SIP how to do that, and other applications can also take advantage of the information that is registered on the chain.
So it's extensible.
Yeah. And right now, Mistral is the first extension that is gonna use it.
This mechanism is heavily used by a whole bunch of things. Apple uses it, Kerberos uses it, various other things use it for doing this type of algorithmic extension to things, to names, so that you can actually roll up services quickly without new registrations. So the action is, what's the action you want out of this, Martin?
Well, I just wanted to speak during the TSC so that it gets some exposure because people are watching these calls. So I'm spreading the news. We'll also, like our team will also speak at the SPO call we have with them.
Marcin, are you,
Yes.
sorry to probably ask a stupid question, is this a new node feature? Or it's been there since a while and it's just unused?
It's been for a short while,
Okay,
not
okay.
for an extended period
But
of time.
about a year.
but
It's wait a
probably-
minute. It's about. Well, sure. I remember talking about this 2 years ago. So when did it actually end up in the node?
I think the last two versions, something of
But
the
okay,
sort.
fine enough. But so we can assume that the functionality that every SPO out there that is currently on tip would
This
be
functionality. Yeah.
enabled to use SRV records. Would you consider that to be a best practice usage for SPOs? Because if it was, then the best way of somewhat circulating that would be to include it in documentation.
It is documented how to use it. Also, the
Alex,
script is well documented.
In the developer portal and in the docs that new SPOs are going through.
Alex, in one sense, right, you want people to use this, but you also want them to keep using the old one, okay? Because the old one doesn't require the DNS at all to keep running.
Okay.
If everybody used SRV records, you would lose the ability
Yes.
to run without the DNS. But by the same token, the SRV records is very useful for the extensions.
Okay.
So so it turns out you want to do both.
So ideally, I would see this placed into the developer portal as an option that advanced SPOs that have maybe many relays or multi-node,
If
multi-pool.
anybody who wants to, at this point, anybody who wants to participate in Mithril. And in the future, it will be anybody who wishes to participate in, well, actually, once they've done this, right, once they put an SRV record in, they can then choose to, by just manipulating the DNS, engage in all other possible extensions using this.
Yeah.
Without any change. And
I will take it to do away from this, Marcin, and forward this to Bora, who is maintaining and managing the developer portal.
Mhm.
It's just a doc page within the node is technical sufficient, yes. But if we want people to use that or raise awareness, then user guides would be the best place, in my opinion.
Good.
Boss, so I think Bosco, what we have here is Alex is going to talk to the gentleman you just mentioned.
Bora, yes.
Yeah, and about inclusion into the user guides. Good. We can also shout it as Mithril comes out and things like this, okay? But no, people will ignore it. We know what happens. People say, well, how do I, oh, I didn't realize that we wrote it 3 years ago. I haven't read it. That's thing. But it's okay, let's do that. Okay.
All good, I can move on.
Yeah.
Hopefully this action item will be catched up or caught in the action items. If not, Marcin, please correct me, or if you think something is missing when I share the notes, let me know. I will share it in the TSC channel anyway. So I might not be able to articulate it well, so I just want to be on the safe side. Cardano KPI. Okay, this is actually a KPI framework committee feedback. So this is a survey from the product committee. So Intersect product committee, as it says here, is running a short survey to gather feedback from every committee on the Cardano Vision 2030 KPI. So as you can see, feedback should cover current KPIs, how well they reflect your committee work, and any proposed adjustments on new KPIs relevant to TSC remit. So this will directly feed into the ongoing KPI framework development. It takes roughly 15 minutes, but it's one submission per committee, and it's due in 3 weeks. So yep.
If it's one submission per committee,
yeah,
then we're going to have to need to get the only the chairs can submit it, and we're going to have to. We're going to need to agree it. It's going to have to be an agenda item with a filled in thing.
Somebody needs to draft it, so I don't know what. May I suggest, even though I'm not a TSC member, so most of the time Leandros was involved in that part. So maybe Leandros can take a lead and draft it. I don't know, guys. You will decide. It's not up to me. But for sure, it should be drafted and then discussed on the next 2 TSC meetings or something. Or even async. It doesn't need to be on a meeting per se. Discussion part. Discussion can happen offline as well. Up to you guys.
Are you happy with that, Leandros, to have that dropped on you?
I'm not sure what we should look at because the Vision 2030, as far as I understand, has passed through governance.
So
they are
you're
drafting a new version of it, and they want the feedback.
I've no idea. All I'm saying is all we have is a link and a request against the committee, right? And if it's would you be willing to look at it, see, and give us your opinion next week?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Okay. Good. How do we start it from? Because otherwise, we're going to say to the chair or the vice chair has to do it. I mean, if this is something that you can do in, if it takes 15 minutes, you can do it in 5. It's well worth you doing it. Would be nice.
Yeah, I'll take a look and see what I recommend.
And then drop your thoughts in the channel, and as a thread that we can pick them up. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Seconds. Next. Okay, this is what Christian added, but we can postpone it to next week, as this was something about the health scan across MBO GitHub organization. So I just told him.
I hate to say this. What aspects of health? Okay, let's put it off. I mean, has it got TB or something? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
You can. I intentionally.
I don't know. If we let Christian talk about it next week. That's fine.
Sure. If you want to, you can click the link to the respective thread here on Slack because it's in TSC Slack channel. But just in case, I will share the link to the agenda. Sorry, to the agenda. Just give me a sec. I want to do it. This is the one. Just want to share so you have it here. If you want to do it yourself and check what it is. Okay, just a second. So let's post quantum again on Christian. There needs to be some additional comments there. This was the agenda item last week. Ryan Williams is leaving, but right now Ryan Williams left interest. So I just wanted to officially give.
My understanding is is he a member of this committee?
He is member of the SIP editors. Ryan Williams. No, Ryan Wiley. Ryan Williams.
But he remains a SIP editor.
Yes, he remains there.
Okay, well, I think we should just thank him for his, the usual. Thank you for his service, etc.
Exactly.
We acknowledge his contribution, and we wish him all the best in his future endeavors.
Yep, for sure. So he is, as per his words, he are not leaving the ecosystem, but he's leaving from another company, another blockchain. So he will stay here for indefinite amount of time. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay. And anything else in business? If there is nothing.
I've got one AOB. I've one AOB, which is according to my weekly. I have a weekly thing that summarizes everything that's changed. It looks like the links from the website to the meetings are broken.
Oh.
I will. I'm just saying. The links. I will check with my. The links from the Intersect website to the minutes for the TSC.
Just share it with me on Slack, and I
will do so. It was mainly for me to remember. Yes.
I will be able to sort it out just to understand what it is.
It was just. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Have a great day, everybody, and enjoy your lives. See you around. Aye.
Aye.